What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be drawing an entire vagabond page. I'm going to start first with a little sketch and then get into the actual page, just get a little warm up. Inoue is one of my favorite artists. Ever since I read Vagabond the first time, I just fell in love with his style, and he has such great works. His inking, his cross hatching, it's all just really good. And today we're going to be trying it out, so stay and see how it goes.
Alright, so here we're starting with our warm-up. It's just a little basic sketch of Musashi. I think I did a pretty good job here. I'm pretty used to drawing him already, because as I said in the intro, like, Inoue is really one of my favorite artists, and like, I just love his style, and I've been drawing him forever. Maybe one day I'll do a Musashi sketchbook tour. They're not all great, you know, but this one I liked, and you know, getting a good result in the first sketch, I thought I was just ready for the full page, and well, it's been pretty good so far. It's just taking super long. Like, this one wasn't too bad. I just used pencil. I posted it on TikTok and Shorts, if you guys saw, and yeah, I mean, his style is just so fun to do. The eyes, just the features. I feel like a lot of manga creators, they just kind of oversimplify every feature. Obviously not all, but a lot. There's a lot of slop manga out there, but his art is so cool. Like, when I read this freshman year high school, it was just like, I don't know what was better, the story or the drawings, but they were both definitely positives. But yeah, this was fun. This didn't take me too long, but as far as the page is going, it's taking pretty long. I think my favorite part about his style is definitely the cross hatching. It's just satisfying to see it kind of come to life, because obviously when you first start cross hatching, it feels kind of like you're doing something you shouldn't, but then once you finish cross hatching, obviously if you did it right, it just looks so complete. It like adds so much depth and makes it look more realistic. If you guys haven't tried cross hatching, I definitely recommend you do. It's probably my favorite style of shading, and it's just cool. You can just do it literally just with a pencil like I did here in this sketch, or you could do it with ink like I'm doing it in the page. And yeah, it's just a really fun style to do. I think the most annoying part of these drawings is the amount of black, because obviously when you're doing that by hand, you don't have a bucket tool like you would do like digitally, so you have to do all of this, you know, by hand and add the texture like for the hair and stuff like that. Also, I had to make sure to make the lines hard, like go over them again harder for features, and here it is. I think it's pretty good. Here is what we're gonna be using. This page I thought was really cool. Alright, so for this drawing I chose to do volume 22, and it's page either 17 or 20 or somewhere in between, I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is in the Yoshioka arc, when Musashi tries to fight the Yoshioka school. I just thought this page was so cool, even if there's no text or anything. This is the first fight between Musashi and Seijuro, and this is just a really cool page visually, and I was like, I want to draw that one. So yeah, basically this is when Seijuro cuts him in the forehead. Seijuro, if you don't know, is the one that kind of looks like a girl. He is shocked because of how good Musashi has become. As you can see by the first and last panel, Musashi is drooling, which is kind of weird, but it's just like, that's how we know he's like in flow state with his fighting. I think Inoue's brushwork and just all of his strokes and his lines are just so good. Like, the way he goes from thick and thin and his cross hatching and everything. I'm not able to replicate that like the same, but I was pretty proud of what I did, I'm not gonna lie, because as I was saying, this is like what I'm way more used to doing than painting. Because when I'm painting in these last few videos, like, you guys are going through that learning process that I am with me. Here it's like I'm actually comfortable with this, even if it took me a long time. I think by the last panel I was already pretty tired of it. So I think the best part of these drawings, or the most enjoyable part for me, is the cross hatching, because just the way that you see it come to life, like, is so cool. Because when you just have the line art, it's pretty flat and stuff, and you're wondering how you're gonna make it come to life and like get that depth without using any color. But if you do it right, then it ends up looking great.
First day of inking, got these 2 panels done. I think it's looking pretty good, but it's taking so long, and all of these pens are like pretty old, and I don't know if I'm gonna have enough ink to finish. I'm probably gonna have to go buy more at some point, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, so here's day 3. It looks like we're not even halfway done here, but this is the last day. We start with this one, which is kind of the same shot, just a little further away than the first one. The first one I think was the hardest one. It's definitely the most detailed and the biggest. Well, not the biggest, but the most detailed. Shows the most, I guess. Because, well, this one's big, but it's narrow, like, or it's short, whereas you can see the eyes. And then the bottom one is also pretty big, but it's just his mouth, like his lower part. The first one is just so detailed, and it was so cool to do. That was probably my favorite one. But I think the third one looks the best. Like, it looks the most the most Inoue style. So for the Seijiro panels, what I found interesting is that he doesn't have a background, but the Musashi ones do. And the background was hard to do. I couldn't get it like how he did. And ignore my shirt there because I spilled some water, but it was fine. The backgrounds were pretty hard to do. Like, I liked how they turned out, but it's definitely not the same as he does. He probably uses stencils and, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, so I also find it interesting that the whole manga is about mastering the sword and philosophy through his obsession and stuff. And I feel like that's kind of how drawing is, for me at least. Like, you just obsess over certain styles and you get good at them, which is pretty much what I did with Inoue. Like, I fell in love with his style and I obsessed with it, and I drew it for so long that even if I didn't master it, I think it's really cool that you can tell this is a Vagabond page, and you can tell it's a page that Inoue originally made. And here we're done with this incredible piece. Thanks for watching.
And finally, after 3 days of trying to paint like Takehiko Inoue, we finished. Here is the entire page. I'm actually pretty proud of it. It took a while, but it was so worth it. It looks so good. The ink and everything. If you liked it, like and subscribe. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.